Okay, and I'll do an introduction with Joanfrances. All right, we're ready. Joanfrances Boyle, she's known as the Scottish Seer. She has over 34 professional years as a psychic medium. She sees auras and chakras since she was a child and was given this unique gift of past life surrogacy. A few of her other abilities, she's got about 30 of them, is Vibrational Diagnostic, Psychic Property Surveyor, Intuitive Life Coach, Target Remote Viewer, and a Paranormal Investigator. And she is in near completion of her book, Past Life Surrogacy, Cutting Edge of Karma, and you can find her at joanfrances.com. And so today, Joanfrances, you are going to be talking to us about Past Life Surrogacy Reveal, and you'll find her in the Playroom at 3:30. So take it to the stage, my friend. Can't hear you, can't hear you, can't hear you. Oh, start over.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, start over.
It would be really good if you could hear me, but maybe I was going to vibrationally send a message to you. But anyway, I am Joanfrances Boyle, as Sherry has just given me that lovely intro. So I am pleased to be here today. I want to talk to you about something that is so passionate to my heart, but at the same time, I recognize is going to be such a benefit for yourself. So I want you to go on a journey, but the journey is actually into yourself today as I'm actually speaking. I want you to think about all the physical things that's going on in your life that you don't like, as in ailments in your body. Maybe your surroundings, as in into your environment. Maybe there is things that you don't like within your home, or maybe there's things that you don't like that's going on in your job, your relationships. You know, we think of the emotions that also actually impacts into your life as well. So think about those things as I'm actually speaking to you. Then think about how your mind works as the day or this next 20 minutes go along. How is your mind? Does it constantly give you this chatter that's going on, that you don't like the things that's around you? You're a victim, you know, of your circumstances of life. Is it the fact that you feel so negative that you want to bring somebody else down into your space of negativity? Or is it the case of you're striving, and every time you keep striving and you do all the good things and you do all the right things in the right order, in the right way, in the right sequence, but you hit a brick wall and it's full stop, and you just feel that your life is in this merry-go-round and it just keeps going round and round and nothing ever changes, even although you put all the effort into it. I want to tell you something that's really important, and that is that your energetic system, the energetic system that you are surrounded with every single day, every moment, every minute second of your life, it's called an aura. And I actually believe that the aura is part of the soul fragmentation of the journey of the soul. And the soul journeys through 14 different dimensions to actually come here and surround this physical aspect of yourself, because it's your soul, it's your human body, it's your life. It's what you actually decided that you were going to attract into your life. Yeah, you may not like what I say at this moment, but I'm going to say it anyway, because it comes from my heart, because I want to help you. You may not like your circumstances. You may feel that they have been put upon you by somebody else's actions that you didn't ask for, and that's true. But you may also then be playing into somebody else's actions. You know, you might know that person that pushes your button every time you see them, that pushes your button every time you hear their voice, pushes your button when you don't want your buttons to be pushed. There's two things going on there. One is that the power within your own journey is that you have got to stand up and face that person in whatever they are presenting to you. It's like the mirror image that's reflecting back to you. When you don't like something in somebody else, what's going on within you? Because there's nothing that anybody can do out there in the world except for physical violence that would harm you without you allowing it to happen. So the process here is that, you know, the power of past life, and as you understand, it's been told to you that I am a clinical hypnotherapist in the full 60 aspects of hypnosis. I have a psychology degree in that. I'm also a counsellor, and I am also a past life surrogacy reveal expert. I was given that gift 27 years ago. I've been a clinical hypnotherapist since 1994. So the process here for me is to help you the best way I can. But here's the thing. The power of your soul has given you this journey. You are a transmitter, but you're also a receiver. So what you're transmitting out into the world is all the gremlins that's going on within you, all the thoughts, the emotions, and what then occurs into physical action. They all are vibration. We are all energy. We can have whatever material stuff around us, but at the end of the day, it's our energetic system that is empowering us in our journey of the day. So if your vibration is carrying the information from your soul signature, the soul has a signature, just like you have your DNA, and you can process your DNA with your fingerprints, or you can process it with a hair off your head or a minute little piece of your skin on there. Your soul signature also has a blueprint, and that blueprint is carrying the purpose of why this journey is actually happening. So you may ask yourself, you know, well, why am I here? You know, what is going on, you know, in my life, because I ain't liking what's happening. But that is maybe because you're not looking truly under the microscope and seeing the true life purpose that you're meant to be living. So yes, we will bang ourselves against the wall, you know, when we go in the wrong direction. Why? Because our soul is trying to guide us back on track. You mean the purpose of your soul comes from the 14th dimension. So it's got nothing to do with this material world, but you are living on this world because you've chosen to incarnate into this life to prove to yourself that you can release misplaced karma, which is a word that I have coined in my book for description, misplaced karma, and also the negative karma. So if you have had incarnation after incarnation, and there is any negative or any misplaced deeds that have actually happened that you've took the blame for, that's the power that I was given the gift of past life surrogacy for. Yes, I can do regression, and yes, I could do all these things, but the power of past life surrogacy is where I actually connect to your energy. And I am privileged to do that because I have been given the gift of where in 3 breaths, I will be able to connect to your past life that is specifically holding you back at this time. Specifically. Not a random gesture of when you go into past lives through regression that you will go and you will choose the life. Again, your soul will try and give you the purpose of the life that you need to understand under regression, because we have different techniques that we can use to guide you to get you to certain places. But in this instance, 3 breaths, 21 seconds, it's been timed, not by me, but by others, you know, when sometimes even less than 21 seconds, and I will be at the point within that life that is causing you to have the setbacks, the misunderstandings, the emotional breakdowns, the disturbances within relationships, within your job, your relationship, your family, your career, and anything, fears, phobias, misunderstandings of why your personality is a certain way that other people don't understand. But again, it's that moment of where, are you living an imposter's life? Because are you living the part of the soul's journey of the past? Are you still paying for the debt that you either took on board, which is called misplaced karma as far as my coin of phrase is concerned? Or did you do a misdeed? There is no judgment here. There is no blame. This is all about the power of forgiveness. Because when I go into past life surrogacy for people, we reveal the bearing witness to exactly what happened. And believe it or not, even I'm shocked at it, and I've been doing it for 27 years, and it still shocks me to this day that by revealing the exact information to the exact point in time, yes, the exact point in time, by revealing that, it matches, it mimics right into this life without me even knowing your name. I have been filmed on this. People have tried to put people in there that have nothing to do with me at all, no information, no nothing, no pack drill. I'm not interested in what your story is. What I'm interested in is revealing the story of your past life. Because by revealing that story of your past life, it frees you in your present life. That's more the story I want to hear. It's more the story I want to help you to reveal in this life. Because by doing that, I've had where clients have turned around and walked out of here without having any pain after 16 years of being on painkillers. 16 years, tormented pain. Revealed the story. I've had a lady that walked away who came in with 2 walking sticks, propped them up against the wall, sat down, had her past life done, and then afterwards she says, I really need to use your restroom. Got up, walked out to use the restroom without using her sticks. And only when she was actually in the restroom did I hear her screams when she realised that she was walking without her sticks and walked with a normal gauge of step. Not hobbling, not nothing. I've had where people have been built up fear that restricted them even in their businesses. Couldn't take themselves forward. And of course, once the past life was revealed and then they understood why they had that fear. Because they didn't know what the fear was in this life. Oh, it's like pin the tail in the donkey, isn't it? Oh, I think it's that. And it must be that. And I'll have another stab at the donkey because I think it's that as well. And you can go round that merry-go-round so many times, but until you actually go exactly to the point in time and reveal and bear witness to the life that has actually created the misplaced karma or the negative karma, only then can the soul really bear its soul to you consciously. And once that takes place, then the freedom begins, because then we can go in and work with the restoration of the power of the energy, revamp the energy within the dimensions of existence of the soul's journey, and look at the power of your chakras in this life, changing the frequency, because you are then ready to set yourself free. And is that not the better option than still banging your head against the wall? Because in this life, you can go round as many times. And I've also worked with people that not only one life was revealed, and if the same vibration has been, in a sense, working with you through so many lifetimes, all of those lives will be revealed to me in that session. The most I've cleared in one session is 5 lives for a person. 5 lives. That's 5 lifetimes going through the same cycle after cycle after cycle, the same one. So ask yourself this question. Is this something that's happened right from the word go? In other words, right through from your childhood all the way up to the present day? Is it something that only happens every now and again, because it can be timeline factored? So the timeline is that at a specific point of time, it occurs and then stops and then reoccurs again. So we call that the repeating pattern. It's called past life syndrome. And that's, again, something that I have coined to use in my book for description so that it's easy for people to follow. So for me, are you living a past life syndrome, or are you living the life of yourself today? Because the soul is continuous. So whether you're living the past or whether you're living the present, some people will put that argument there, myself included, is that it is all you. But here's the deal. Your soul requires to free itself from negativity, to free itself from the lower frequencies of vibration. We all want to have that high frequency, don't we? We all want to be operating out of that 7, 8, 9, and 10th dimension of power, because that's where we actually want to be living. But we can't do that if we're hindered with the negative of our past. So this is all about frequency. This isn't about what kind of life did you live? Did you live a good life? Were you a good person? Nothing to do with that. This is about frequency. Yes, those situations allow us to understand what went on, what time it went on at, and who, not who is to blame, but who requires to be freed. Freed in a sense from the negative, the entanglements, because our vibration is all about entanglement. And when we get entangled with the lower frequencies of emotions or lower thought process, or the physical body becomes entwined in pain and dis-ease takes place, when that dis-ease occurs, it lowers our frequency. And what we want to do is bring that frequency back up again. And when we look at the power of the soul, and the soul has journeyed for millions of years, this is not maybe your first time round. And if it is your first time round, you want to get it right on this first time round, because you do not want to keep recurring the same story over again. I know for me, when I was given this gift of past life surrogacy, I'd already been a medium from a child. I'd already seen past lives from a child. When I was only 5, 6, 7, I used to see people's faces change all the time. And I'd be like, oh, you had another face, was how I used to say it to my mum. And then when I got older, then I started to understand intuitively, I knew that this was a past life that I was seeing, and I could see it in front of me. And I did that for so long. But then, as I say, 27 years ago, I was given this gift. And I was told that it wasn't a random gift. I'd actually came on this planet to bring this gift back to the earth, to aid people, to get them to that position of freedom and forgiveness faster than anything else that I could ever do. And until this day, it has actually proven that. I have so many gifts that I can't put my hand on heart and say thank you enough to the universe. I have the gift of sight, that I can see auras, chakras, and I haven't even read a book on it. It's that process. My higher guides have taught me all the way through my life and really developed it into beautiful systems, 1-year-long courses of teaching people how to really interpret the vibration of color and auras and chakras and how it actually works. But the biggest thing for me is that it's about the power of seeing and being in someone's past life. I don't just see this. I'm not telling you this. I live it. When I move into that 3 breaths and I move into that past life for you, I am there. I am looking through your eyes. If you were kissed in the cheek, as I call it, then I feel the passion of that kiss. But if you were also punched in the face, I feel the pain and trauma and fear. Sometimes even the anger that actually is caused. And I feel that at that moment. That's why it is so detailed about the power of your life and how your life is actually being supported by your soul. This human life is supported by your soul, but it also has the unfinished business, as we would call it, from the previous existence. It's like the chapter in the book. So instead of this life here being a whole entire book is how some people would describe your life. This is your book of life. No, this is a chapter in the entire soul's journey. And for every life that you've had, you have a chapter in your book, a chapter in your book. This is only one chapter, this life. And that's empowering for you to understand that. It's so important. And to give 20 minutes, 25 minutes to try and describe that to you is why I ask you to think of your own life right now. And if you have listed on your piece of paper in front of you that you are unhappy with certain things in your life, then you have to ask yourself, where did they originate from? Can you actually pinpoint exactly where it started? Because if you can, you're one step ahead. But if you can't, and you go, well, I don't know, well, it was that person. But why are you still carrying that? Ask yourself, why can you not just let it go? Why can you not just allow yourself to move on without allowing it to lower your vibration? If you can't, and this is the big deal breaker right here, if you can't, it means that you have an entanglement from this life back to either a life of the past in whatever sequence of dimension that comes from, or it is the case of you may have several lives that are entangled. And it's like that layer of the onion, isn't it? When that onion, you look at half it and look at the core, and you see all the rings of the onion going round. That very core, that Pacific past life, right in the middle of where it started. How many rings of the onion surrounds that one? So are you living the life, impostering yourself as you, but really you have a disguise on because that disguise is coming from the past, mimicking into this life? You want to understand this fully? Then go to my website, go into the demo section of my website, and you'll see a whole list of things that I tell you of what to look for. Look at Past Life Surrogacy in my services, and again, read that section. There are far more there that I can throw into this 20 minutes to you. Or come and ask me a question after this, because we have 30 minutes of question time in my room of room 14, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. The thing for me is that you have this wonderful opportunity in this life to live a life of freedom. You're not meant to be entangled into your past. The past is meant to help you in this life. The positive, empowering energy to promote you with gifts. Think about all the knowledge that you've ever experienced and all the way through your lifetimes. That comes into this life. You ever wondered why you're good at something? You're good at it because you were good at it before. That's why we become experts very, very quickly in this life. It's because we have done this work before, maybe in several hundred lives or just one or two. But you have become the expert in it. That's why you're good at certain things and maybe not so good at other things. But I always say, ponder on the good stuff, because the good stuff is what you have done positively before. When you have to look, when that moment in life comes, when you come face to face because you feel a block, that's the moment that you have to then start to look at, what is it that's causing this? Why? That 3-letter word, so important, and you'll hear me say that often when I'm in talks and lectures. Why do I experience this in life? Why do I feel this way? Why do I think this way? Why do I act this way? Why does it always happen to me? It happens to you because your soul is trying to guide you into the power of freedom and forgiveness. Because if we're entangled in something that we're holding on to that causes us pain and frustration, it's only lowering your vibration. We want to up that vibration, and to up that vibration, we want to allow ourselves to be free of the entanglements that are negative, that are causing us to live a life of past life syndrome. A syndrome, think about it, a syndrome where we want to actually live the authentic life, the power of our authenticity to shine through and be able to then move on and empower others in our lives with that authenticity of what your gifts are, what your soul is sent here to actually achieve. I'm Joanfrances Boyle. I'm known as the Scottish Seer, and I look forward to your questions. I look forward to serving you here today. My offer today is going to be one that has never actually happened on this platform, although I've been working with Sherry, I think for a year now. I think it's roughly, or just 11 months or so, something like that. I think it was in February, March of last year. But I'm going to offer, because I normally charge £200 sterling GBP for past life surrogacy, because to vent it fully, then, we want to take our time and we want to be able to go through the 4 stages, as I call, of past life surrogacy. Today, I'm offering for £70, which is just under $100 if I do conversion quickly in my head. I may be out on that conversion. But for £70, I'm going to dedicate an hour to a person to have a past life surrogacy reveal session. An hour can vent the life, can allow us to have that opportunity to discuss the life, marry it into this life, as I call it, and also do the restoration work. So if you book it today and pay the session today, then you can have it for that £70 GBP, which would be roughly about, if you're in dollars or other currencies, please just pull up a conversion and see what that conversion would be. But that's if you book it today. If you want a reading today, as in a past life reading, not past life surrogacy, but past life readings today, I can do them as well. I'm doing them for $40, which is, £35 sterling, because it's obviously sterling that you'll be paying it in, but it roughly equates to about $45. Okay, or you can have a psychic reading as well, so you can have a past, present, and future reading. You may want to indulge in one of them, or you can have a life purpose reading as well. So all of them is £40 sterling, so roughly around about $50. Okay, so any questions that you may have, if you have something you might think, is it a past life, is it that, just come along into my room 14, and I will be able to assist you the best way I can. Okay, I hope I've helped you some way. It's been wonderful here speaking to you. I love it. Please follow me on Facebook as well. Become friends with me. You'll hear different things that I offer, out with the show here. But again, for today, I am here to serve you the best way I can. Okay, I'm Joanfrances Boyle, as I say, and I think we're going to do a door prize at this point. I'll just wait for Sherry to come back on and let me know.
I am here. I'm
Oh,
just.
you're there. I couldn't see you.
I am multitasking. I'm just promoting the next speaker coming up in the Playroom.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody, if you want to have an opportunity to win a session with Joanfrances, put in the chat from 0 to 100. She's going to write down a number, and the lucky person will win the prize. 0 to 100. She's got it written down. Yeah. Put the number in the chat, 0 to 100.
And the door prize is...
wait. What is the door? What are you going to offer today?
Yeah, the door prize today, this is something that I've never done here as a door prize, Sherry. I'm going to offer a mini 30-minute session of a past life surrogacy.
You're doing 30-minute minis. Okay, I didn't know you can do that.
Yep. Well, I've been doing them on your network free for people.
I didn't know that you can do it. You can knock it out in 30 minutes. That's
Yes,
great.
yes.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
I used to do it here when we done exhibitions here live, and we would do 30-minute ones here.
Okay,
Yeah,
guys,
we do it.
go for it. If you are here right now, go for it is all I can tell you. What a great offer. If you didn't win the session, go have a private. And the fact that she's doing it for under $100, guys, line up. You're gonna find out who you are, why you are here, how you died, and what is your kind of karma in this lifetime, okay? I refer everybody to her, all my clients. Okay, 0 to 100. I'm gonna do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have a lot of people in the room right now. And I'm gonna do a countdown. And then coming up next, we have Eileen Reichman, who's gonna talk about the 5G and how you could clear this energy field of all the stuff that's happening in your body, healing from 5G and protecting your body from technological stress. And right now we have in the Playroom, we have Juliana Quinjaro, who's going to be doing a shamanic drumming, light language, and a guided breath work session. So join her in room number 1. Room number 2 is where the healers and psychics are. Okay, guys, ready? We're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And what is your number?
16.
16.
I think a person called Bev is get 17. I think that is
Oh, Bev got a 17.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, congratulations, Babs. I don't think you can get any closer, so congratulations, Bev. And I want you to follow Joan Frances to her room. If anybody has Q&A questions, go to number 14. And you can ask her any questions. You can talk about her services and set you guys up for appointments. If you want appointments, go to room number 2 and Julia will help you and book you through the day.